Thursday morning, December 10th. I'm going to check on the progress here at the construction site, the Hunt Lanzo home. Lots has been going on here the last few days. I should say a lot has been going on the last couple of days. Yesterday we had a full crew of framers. Today we just have the framers, and they're pretty much trying to button up this house before the weather turns next week. They have it almost all framed out, the second and third level. Yesterday we had a massive crew here that was doing all the they were working on the steel and putting these beams in place. I'm going to walk around the back and show you how this works. But in some respects I think this was over-engineered, but we think it may be one of the stronger homes at the beach, and maybe I won't say hurricane proof, but certainly hurricane resistance. All that steel carries a big heavy load with two more floors, and kind of interesting. So let's walk around the back. This is what some of those beams look like. I don't know why the steel crew is not here today, but it's fascinating to watch those guys banging. All right, we're going to walk around the back of the house. I think you'll get a better sense. You'll get a much better sense. Don't step on a nail, Ron. You'll get a much better sense of the structural support and integrity involved in this project. This particular beam right here, BL11, protrudes beyond the deck. So I think one of the things we decided we're going to do, we talked to Rob yesterday and his dad Jack. We're going to lose part of that deck. Part of that corner is going to be lost to the elevator. So what's going to happen is we'll lose a part of the corner, and we'll extend the deck all the way out over the top of that beam. So you won't see that beam at all. But those beams run the entire width of the house, and then we have structural supports. And you can see some of the detail, some of the work they put into this yesterday. Actually welded those support braces and then bolted them in. So essentially what they've done is created some infrastructure, if you will. I joke about the fact that they actually built a bridge under our home. All right. As I said earlier, very fascinating project, and a lot of time, energy, and investments gone into this project, but it's going to be a beautiful home once it's done. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Boomer Ranger Ron here. Look forward to talking to you next time. Bye now. Hey Boomer Rangers, good morning. Friday morning, November 20th. Let's bring you up to some stage of this completion. I should say construction project. So let me turn this around. The guys are doing an amazing job. They've got a whole second floor completed, and you can see the silent floor up on top for what's going to become the third level. And I think there's an amazing adage in construction carpentry, as I kind of remember, and that is measure twice, cut once. Lester, I think, is running the heavy equipment. I don't see him this morning, but he usually runs this forklift. And I'm going to zoom in for just a minute. So I talked to you about those footers that were poured, and all those are temporary. Those are temporary stakes just to hold up the second and third level, so nothing shifts or moves. The steel is on order, and as I mentioned last time, it's got to be galvanized to meet both FEMA and town codes. They want to make sure, being close to the salt water, that the steel itself gets galvanized, which doesn't make a lot of sense because but that's a typical government rule. Those beams have been there since 1972 when this house was built, and they look fine. They're not the least bit rusted. All right, so this afternoon, when the gang comes over, we're going to go back up and we'll finish this video. Until then, stay tuned.
I've been up on the roof before.
Nice jacket you got, Catapult. That's the name of your company now, right?
The old name of my old company. My name has changed 3 times since then, I think.
You're catapulting into new things.
Yeah.
We can't see you. How come we can't see you? Oh, that's really cool. We going on a construction project visit now?
Yep.
Right? Oh, you're a Yankee fan too? Yeah, there's the lady in charge. And the lady who did and made all the plans. My daughter. Alright, so what are we doing here? I can't get over how much work these guys have already done today. They walk around like Indians on... Guys that built the skyscrapers. No fear height. You're trying to pick that up. You want me to stand on it? Want me to stand on it? No? He's got it. Anyhow, they made a lot of projects today. What's that?
We need to get out of his way.
I think we could probably...
Get my mask out of the car, the one that's camouflage mask. Alright, who's in charge here? Who's the construction foreman?
Me, I got the vest.
Are you? You're very safe. Alright. Alright, I'm going to shut this off for a minute. Still rolling. I thought it goes into sleep mode. But you can see the roof. The trusses are up and the roof is just about framed. Supposed to be a nice day again tomorrow. But I think by Saturday we're supposed to have more rain, possibly even some snow. So selfishly, I'm kind of hoping that they get the roof up and tape up some of these window openings before that's about to happen. So once again, Winnick Steel Incorporated. There's the truck, and they got, when I tell you they got a full crew here, they have a full crew here. And the steel had to be galvanized. You notice it's a different color than the steel that's on the house right now. Both FEMA and the town of Fairfield insisted that it be galvanized because of the proximity near the water. So it's always been a little bit of a challenge on this project, as most rehabs are. It's amazing that they've been able to do this with all the rain and mud. And the architect on the Hunt Lanzo project, turning visions into reality, William Levy Architecture. Hey, he's done a great job. Material is going to be going up on the roof, siding. Front yard is still pretty much of a mess. But, all right, gotta turn this around. All right, so that's about it. Boomer Ranger on Thursday, December 3rd. We're making a lot of progress here on the beach house. Until then, talk to you next time. Bye now. All right, so once again, I'm back on the job site. I decided it might be a good idea to put this hard hat on because there's all kinds of stuff going on. let me turn around and show you what's going on. All right, so we're back at the Hunt Lanzo job site, and Hunt Lanzo filming job site. The steel has arrived this morning, and it's all been galvanized. I've never seen galvanized steel being used on a job site. And these are monster beams that are going to support the second and third floor. So all of those little posts, let me zoom in a little bit here. You guys can see the original beams were just primed steel. They were not galvanized. But as I said earlier, both FEMA and the town of Fairfield insisted, because of the proximity to the water, that the steel be galvanized. So I think these big massive beams are going to go on the front of the house and also on the back of the house. But I won't know for a couple more days. We're trying to get ahead of the weather here, I think. They are rapidly putting in the plywood up on the roof. Guys are brave. Guys are braver than I am. You know, climbing a deer stand up in a tree with a harness is one thing, but these guys are actually walking that roof they're not tethered anywhere. It is indeed pretty impressive. So, as I said earlier, all the steel's on site. It looks like a piece of lumber had floated away there. Boy, what a mess. But it's making great progress. I hope he didn't fall through there. Yeah. He was waving to me a couple of minutes ago. All right. Well, let me get back to what I was talking about. And we're making great progress here on the second and third floor. And it does look like those steel beams are going to go all the way across. It's going to be very interesting. All right, well, stay tuned. We'll bring you up to date with the next episode, right? Bye. Thursday morning, December 3rd. Got up to make the coffee, and I'm going outside basically to move the cars. But it looks like the much anticipated and awaited steel has arrived, and that's what's going to replace all these temporary beams that were installed here. And that's very exciting, because they're making some great progress right now on this construction here at the Hunt Lanzo Beach House. All right, so I'm going to open the garage door, move the cars, tell this guy, I'm going to text Rob, tell him the steel is here. And so it's December 4th now, and it appears we've made some great progress. The framers have been working diligently. They're the hardest working team I've seen on this house so far. You can just see the amount of, they're fearless. They climb up the ladders, very comfortable with stability. This gentleman up here putting the roof on is just walking along casually. He's not secured, not tethered anywhere, and he's just completely comfortable. They work diligently. They don't take a lot of breaks. They work hard right through till lunch, and then again until it's time to quit at the end of the day. But it has been remarkable. Lester and his team have done just a wonderful job of framing, and the results are obvious. You can really see the progress here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Boomer Ranger Ron here on the construction site on the Hunt Lanzo construction project. We've actually got our man Lester Saturday, December 12th. Say hello, Lester.
Hello.
They've a hard-working crew. He's got 4 guys here today, and they're trying to button up before the next storm comes in. So let's take a look. Let's walk around the property and take a peek at what they've been able to do. It's been just simply remarkable, actually. You know, we chose, rather than tear this house down and start from scratch, which is 10 times easier, we chose to, my daughter, Chris Hunt, chose to hire William Levy, the architect, and then we had a construction engineer, at some great expense come in and design this so it meets FEMA codes. I think I told you earlier when we closed the reloading bench, that whole lower level is going to be broken out. It's going to be 50% breakthrough. But they've spared no expense, time and energy and money in providing the steel to support this structure. You can just see it's almost a bit overkill. It's almost like engineering a bridge. But I think it's probably necessary considering they're going to take most of the basement out. 50% of that concrete wall is going to come out. So the first level where we used to live, we're still living there. And we've lost a couple ceilings due to rain. But you can see that Lester, as he's promised, they're tightening up, buttoning up any areas that could cause some problems, that could cause us some more. We don't expect high winds this time. Like the trim is already done on the top, and they've done a great job, a really great job despite the weather. This may be the last day that we don't have, you know, picture perfect week. Actually, I'm kind of thinking it's going to rain every other day now for the next couple of weeks. So getting this thing buttoned up tight as can be. We're going to go on and get a Christmas tree today. And I think we're planning on a couple big wreaths in the middle of that second, third floor addition. All right, so that's about it for now. Next week, hopefully these guys will come back and finish the steel. That's all for now.